Turkey's President Erdogan visits Egypt about the Gaza Strip. A mysterious shipwreck appears after a storm.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV News at Noon.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining ntTV News at Noon. I'm Marshall Farmer.
And I'm Sydney Johnson.
Ukraine says it has taken out a Russian warship in the Black Sea early Wednesday. This is the latest in a series of drone strikes against the Russian Navy. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg described Ukraine's recent gains in the Black Sea as a great achievement. He also describes that, quote, the Ukrainians have been able to inflict heavy losses on the Russian Black Sea fleet. They have actually been able to push the Black Sea fleet away from the western part of the Black Sea. And this is a great achievement, a great victory for the Ukrainians.
On Wednesday, Turkey's President Taiuhp Erdowaan made his first visit to Egypt since 2012. Live Agency's pictures showed Erdowaan in Cairo disembarking his plane with the First Lady and being greeted by Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Erdowaan is due to discuss the situation in the Gaza Strip with Sisi, according to a spokesman of the Egyptian presidency. The spokesman made a statement on Facebook. Sisi is scheduled to hold extended discussions with President Erdowaan to advance joint efforts and strengthen bilateral relations between the two countries, and to discuss many regional challenges, especially the ceasefire in Gaza and the delivery of humanitarian aid to the people of the Gaza Strip. Diplomatic relations between Turkey and Egypt broke down in July 2013 after the Egyptian military ousted President Mohamed Morsi and his government. Morsi, a Muslim Brotherhood leader, had close ties with Erdowaan and his Justice Development Party.
The results are in for New York's special election. Democrat Tom Suozzi will be replacing disgraced former Representative George Santos. This is what Representative Suozzi said.
It's time to find common ground and start delivering for the people of the United States of America. The people are watching. They want us to start working together. So our message is very clear. Either get on board or get out of the way.
Marshall, this weather has been all over the place. I'm cold in the morning, but sweating in my jacket by the afternoon.
Oh, tell me about it. Texas weather is always so unpredictable. Let's check in with our weather anchor, Erica Magabu, to see today's forecast. Erica?
Yes, Texas weather is unfortunately unpredictable. We're looking at current conditions, looking at 58-degree temperature. We're feeling a bit chilly, 55 degrees, but we are experiencing wind coming from the south at 9 miles per hour. And taking a look at tonight's weather conditions, we are looking at an actual temperature of 58, so the skies are feeling a bit clear, but it is a bit chilly. And we are experiencing wind from the south, once again, coming at 13 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow's conditions, we are actually experiencing a bit of sun. So we are experiencing a temperature of 69 degrees temperature, and we are experiencing wind coming from the south-southwest at 6 miles per hour. So make sure you put those jackets on and leave those shades at home. Back to the front desk.
Thanks, Erica.
Mental health and substance abuse are real issues that many UNT students experience. Thankfully, UNT offers programs to help those seeking recovery. And one of the many ways they are helping is the renewed Dungeons & Dragons program. Inside of Chestnut Hall, the Collegiate Recovery Program started a new program this semester that focuses on community building in a substance-free environment. How do they bring students together? A semester-long game of Dungeons & Dragons.
We do a D&D campaign, and the goal of that group is to strengthen community, bring students together without the pressures of drugs or alcohol, to be a part of community.
With weekly meetings and over 20 students playing across 3 separate campaigns, the program has brought together students who otherwise would never have met.
We're trying to provide that safe space where everyone feels respected, included, and D&D allows for identity creation, world building, broadening imagination, and bringing students together that may not usually have access or the ability to connect.
The students each create their own character in a fantasy world. and build their own personalities, backstories, and more. In a judgment-free space, students are able to explore their identity with the goal of improving themselves without the worry of judgment.
If you really feel passionate about wanting to be a specific way or wanting to have certain strengths, you can put that into your character, and it allows you to put a part of yourself into that character. And every character that I've noticed within those groups has been very unique.
With every weekly session, the group is becoming livelier and marks a chance for growth and recovery for all who participate. If you are interested in joining the CRP Dungeons & Dragons campaign, anyone is welcome. They meet every Monday from 3 to 5 p.m. You can email recovery@unt.edu for more information.
A storm revealed a shipwreck and another threatens to take it away again.
And a nor'easter tears across the northern states.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
What's wrong? Are you stuck in your paper?
Pretty much. I haven't written anything in like an hour.
Why don't you check out the writing center at UNT?
Well, how do I meet up with them?
All you have to do to make an appointment is visit the Writing Center's website and either call the number or email writingcenter@unt.edu. The appointment is 30 minutes long, and the trained tutors will be able to help with brainstorming, correcting grammar, ensuring clarity, and a wide range of services. They also do walk-in appointments.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna check them out.
So, when's this paper due?
30 minutes.
For more information, visit the UNT Writing Center's website.
Yeah, it's 6 pages.
The sea gives and the sea takes away. In Canada, a mysterious shipwreck appeared on the shores of Newfoundland community last month. It's believed it was dislodged from the seabed by a fierce storm. Now, another storm is approaching eastern Canada. The forecast to arrive this evening says it could destroy this piece of history. The wreck was discovered on January 20th as soon as Sean Bath and Trevor Croth from the Clean Harbors Initiative heard about it. They grabbed their dive gear to try to secure it with ropes. While the wreck's age and origins remain unknown, Croft said it may be a French or British ship, possibly around 200 years old. The pair are trying to raise funds to extract and preserve the wreck. Experts say the shipwreck is an example of climate change-fueled storms uncovering the world's underwater history. Well, Marshall, do you have any special Valentine's Day plans?
I do. I'm going to be going out of town with my girlfriend this weekend and get to spend some quality time together. But I'm not sure what the weather's going to look like.
Well, thankfully, our weather anchor, Erica Mwagu, has the answers to all of our questions. Erica?
Unfortunately for this year's Valentine's Day, it is going to be pretty chilly, so I recommend, Marshall, take her out to somewhere indoors rather than outdoors. We're looking at temperatures ranging from the 50s. Denton right now has the highest temperature at 58 degrees, and for the lowest temperature as of right now, we are having a few cities like Dallas, Fort Worth, and even Paris with a 53-degree weather. And across the state, we are looking at temperatures ranging from different temperatures right now. We're looking at Houston with the highs at 60, and we're even looking at Amarillo at 47 degrees. So it is a bit chilly, but it is a bit sunny at the same time. So it's really hard to decide what to wear right now. And we're looking at the 7-day. We're looking at Wednesday at 68. We're even looking at Monday at 70 and Tuesday at 74. So we could say that temperature starting from next week is going to get a bit sunny compared to this one. So that's it for today's weather forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Erica. Self-driving cars are becoming more popular across the nation, but not everyone seems to accept the idea.
That's right. As we saw in San Francisco on Saturday, a group of people vandalized a self-driving car during New Year's celebrations. Our segment anchor Ian Cropper has more on the story.
Self-driving cars are often thought of as the future of transport, but not everyone is a fan. Last Saturday, an autonomous vehicle operated by Waymo, a subsidiary of Google's parent company Alphabet, was destroyed by a crowd in San Francisco's Chinatown neighborhood. Police say the crowd smashed the windows, spray-painted the outside, and set the interior on fire. The identities and motivations of the crowd are unknown, but Chinatown was packed with pedestrians at the time due to Lunar New Year celebrations. The incident comes as self-driving cars have faced numerous challenges in the Bay Area, with safety issues and programming kinks creating frustrations amongst regulators and the public. San Francisco Mayor London Breed called the incident, quote, a dangerous and destructive act of vandalism and praised the city's role in helping develop the emerging technology. That's all I have. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Ian. Well, it's Valentine's Day and love is everywhere, especially at the checkout counter. Consumers are expected to shell out big bucks on their Valentines this year and setting some new records in the process. Ivan Rodriguez joins us from Atlanta to break down the numbers. And Ivan, love doesn't cost a thing, but Valentine's Day sure can.
True love is priceless, but this Valentine's Day, Twitter-pated consumers are showing their affection with some big spending, according to the National Retail Federation.
Consumers are expecting to spend around $25.8 billion this year, which is on par with last year and the third highest we've seen in our survey's history.
That breaks down to a whopping $185 per person. The NRF's Catherine Cullen says their survey also found in 2024 love is in the air.
This year, consumers are really focusing on the romantic aspects of the holiday. They're spending record amounts on significant others and really prioritizing gifts like jewelry or an evening out.
Despite new federal data released Tuesday showing inflation continuing to cool year over year in January, that evening out or a box of chocolate may still be pricey.
We look at food away from home. That is up more than other cost categories, and so is candy. Price of sugar has really been up all around the globe.
But Bankrate's Mark Hamrick says even if inflation remains a little sticky this Valentine's Day, a strong economy will make the road ahead just a little bit sweeter for everyone.
The economy in the United States has remained not only more robust than expected, but it's been the star performer compared to our would-be peers all around the globe. That's something for Americans to celebrate.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
The FAFSA application for the next school year is now open. The FAFSA form helps low-income families send their children to school with financial assistance from the government. The FAFSA application for the upcoming academic year opened on December 31st of last year. But don't wait, FAFSA works on a first-come, first-served basis. The quicker you submit the form, the more funds that'll be potentially available for you. So make sure you fill out the FAFSA form application ASAP.
Up next, we have UNT's Vibrant Spring Dance.
And last but not least, a woman receives Valentines from her late husband.
Willis Library, located at the University of North Texas. It has computers, printers, and the building is open 24/7. By going online, you can book up to an hour of reserved space at one of the many private study rooms. Many of them are equipped with whiteboards, a table, and a TV to hook up to your computer. Textbooks can be checked out for free with a student ID. They also have many of these in ebook forms. This is still a library, so always remember to be quiet and respectful of other surroundings, especially in certain places where talking is not allowed. For example, the 3rd and 4th floor are completely quiet. As As you can see, Willis Library has many options for students, with it offering many media sources and staying open all the time.
Hey Alex, this guy on the internet says he wants to give me money.
That sounds suspicious.
What do you mean?
Typically, strangers who promise you money on the internet have their own best interest in mind. They often use bounce checks, which will disappear shortly after depositing, but not before they've asked for some money in return.
So he doesn't really want to spoil me?
No.
Well, then what should I do?
The best way to handle it is to block and report the suspicious message, or even consult local law enforcement if you've already fallen victim.
So I guess we aren't going to Key West for spring break?
No.
Hey, you dropped this. You really shouldn't litter. It's bad for the environment.
I guess you're right. I'm gonna go throw this away.
About how the chief of police in Denton is resigning next month?
You know what, Marshall? I did hear about that, but we still don't know exactly what happened.
Well, let's ask Tristan Ali for the full story. Tristan?
Thanks, y'all. After only 16 months on the job, Denton Police Chief Doug Shoemaker resigned his position this past Tuesday. An email sent to city staff Tuesday afternoon confirmed his resignation. Shoemaker will take advantage of personal leave until his last day on March 2nd. The city's chief communications officer, Dustin Sternbeck, said Shoemaker's resignation is personnel related and details are confidential. Shoemaker was the chief of police in Grand Junction, Colorado prior to his stint in Denton and served 26 years in the Jefferson City, Missouri Police Department in various capacities. Deputy Chief Brian Coase will serve as interim police chief while the city conducts a nationwide search for its next police chief. This is Tristan Ali for ntTV News. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tristan. The UNT campus has a robust art scene, and this past weekend, the UNT dance program brought the Denton community closer to that scene. The spring dance concert presents choreography from students, faculty, and international guests in a celebration of artistry. Here's what their performance meant to them.
So we're going to start with that.
From the studio to the stage, these dancers have practiced for months for this very performance.
Seeing how the program is growing is it's wonderful. It's exciting, it's invigorating.
Whitney Geldon is a dance professor at UNT, and this is her 10th year taking part in the UNT dance concert. Previously known as the faculty dance concert until last year, this performance has been a long-standing tradition at UNT.
It fills our studios and spaces with so much energy and vibrancy, and to witness the students' artistry bloom and blossom is really amazing.
Antares Eel is a first-semester senior performing in the spring show as a dancer for the very last time.
It's very sentimental, where I'm like dancing my heart out for the last time, but I get to do it with the people that I love, so it makes it just even more incredible.
And when they're not on stage, they're in this building where artistry blooms, memories are made, and dancers learn to push and express themselves more than ever before.
It is so rewarding getting to see the people that I started with grow until now, especially like watching myself grow from now, just seeing us as little freshman babies coming in to now where we're so confident in our field and what we do.
Eel's mother is an alumni of the UNT dance program, and she was her biggest supporter over the weekend.
It's really great to know that I'm from a legacy of this department and getting to show her that I'm still here.
You can keep up with future dance performances and see Antari's choreography using the production calendar and the Dance Productions tab on the UNT Dance website.
If you prefer more comedy than romance this Valentine's Day, the University Program Council is hosting the film titled Bottoms, the new high school romance comedy. The movie is about two gay teenage girls and the after-school fight club they start and their fight to get girlfriends. Needless to say, hijinks ensue. The showing is today at 4 p.m. in the Lyceum.
Love is in the air even after Valentine's Day. Tomorrow, February 15th, the UPC is hosting an event called DIY Heart Sun Catchers. This is an arts and crafts event that allows students to channel their lovely creativity by creating heart-shaped decor. This event will be held at the Emerald Ballroom at the Union tomorrow, February 15th at noon. You and I both know that this weekend had the biggest game of the year, broadcasted across town.
Oh, of course. All eyes across the nation were on the TV this weekend. Let's toss it over to Aaron to hear more about the game. Aaron?
Thanks, guys. We saw an incredible game this past Sunday between two teams going head-to-head for the title of champion. I, of course, am talking about the Puppy Bowl. The annual Puppy Bowl has become a big tradition all over America this year. Defending champs Team Fluff took on Team Rough. We saw Team Fluff take an early 2-touchdown lead, but Team Rough recovered in the fourth quarter, ending the game 72-69, taking home a win. An Australian Shepherd named Moosh was named MVP after forcing a key turnover. Truly a riveting game. The two teams are made up of more than 130 dogs coming from 73 shelters across the country. Viewers are invited to adopt the participating puppies. Every dog that has participated in the Puppy Bowl in the last 20 years has been adopted into their forever family. I'm Erin Sharp, back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Aaron. Marshall, I know Moosh won the Puppy Bowl MVP, but personally, I would have gone with Bark Purdy.
I don't know, Sydney. Moosh is pretty dominant out there on the gridiron, but enough puppy talk. Pass it on over to our sports anchor, Drew Maurer, to tell us about what we can see in sports tonight. Drew?
Yeah, thanks, Marshall. I'll be previewing tonight's lovely matchups for Army Green and the Dallas Mavericks, as well as taking a journey to the world of collegiate name, image, and likeness after the break.
I'm so tired. I feel ugly. I'm not okay. I didn't know UNT had counseling services. Maybe I should check it out. This looks like the place.
Good evening, my name is Amanda Hasbell and I'm joining you here today in the Union parking garage. Today we're going to be going over how to drive safely in the parking garage. Let's go see. Oh my god, this girl just got hit by a car. Let's go see what happened. Ma'am, are you okay? Are you okay?
Did you see that lady hit me with a car?
Yeah, we did. I got it all on video.
Oh my god.
Let's go over here and talk about how we can prevent that.
Yeah, not the hospital.
Well, right now we're going to ask you a couple questions on how we can drive safely in the parking lot. What are ways that we can be aware of our surroundings?
Oh, we can look both ways.
Jenna, also, how about putting the distractions away?
Yes, just like our phones, turning our music down, and also not focusing on our passengers.
Where can you get information on how to get a parking pass?
Transportation.unt.edu.
If you park in a garage, make sure you pay on the app or look for further instructions on how you should pay.
And remember, no pass, no park. Let's all try to keep our Mean Green community safe.
Remember, we're all in this together.
Drive safe.
There's no harm in wanting to have fun while in college, but it's easy to lose track of how much you've had. Apps like Drink Control and Alkadroid can help keep track of your consumption and blood alcohol levels. If you or someone else does drink too much, the signs of alcohol poisoning are as follows: pale skin, vomiting, confusion, low body temperatures, irregular breathing, blacking out, and is hard to wake up or cannot be woken up.
Dude, are you okay?
Hey, what's wrong? Wake up.
It's an exciting time of year, but it's important to be responsible. If you suspect someone is suffering from alcohol poisoning, get help immediately. You will not get in trouble for seeking help if you are underage. For more info and resources, go to UNT's Division of Student Affairs.
Well, love is certainly not in the air tonight at the American Airlines Center as the Mavericks take on their rival San Antonio Spurs. Well, as much of a rival as they can be. The Mavericks are looking to win their third out of 4 matchups against Wembanyama and crew, and Luka is hunting for his third triple-double against the Spurs this season and his 11th overall. That is, if he plays. With the All-Star break approaching, there is a good chance we see a lot of starters rest tonight. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Derek Lively, and Maxi Kleber are all game-time decisions tonight, and Dante Exum remains out until after the All-Star break. If Coach Jason Kidd decides to rest those players, well, we'll just have to wait until the All-Star game for Luka's triple-double. As the Mavericks wind down for the All-Star break, the UNT women's basketball team gears up for a chance at the NCAA tournament. Head coach Jason Burton's squad heads to Boca Raton to battle the Florida Atlantic Owls after winning 7 straight. The Lady Mean Green have dropped 2 of their last 3, making tonight's matchup so important. The last game between the two teams on January 7th was a sweeping victory for our Mean Green. Desiree Colonel was popping off the bench, dropping 22 points, and Tamisha Lampkin dominated the paint, scoring 18 and grabbing 5 boards. If the Mean Green can get the same kind of output from their stars tonight, they inch closer to a trip to Mansfield, Connecticut for March Madness. Well, as the stars shine bright for the Mean Green, college football stars get prepared for the NFL draft. In the new world of NIL, they aren't so different. One company, University All-Stars, creates collectibles that allow collegiate athletes to profit off their name, image, and likeness. Athletes are bringing an entirely new dimension to realizing their professional dream, one trading card at a time. Take a look.
The annual Shrine Bowl is a place for NFL draft hopeful athletes like Kentucky's Devin Leary to make their mark. For Scott Terrell of University All-Stars, it's a place for him to make his mark too.
So we did the Shrine Bowl last year, and it was such a huge hit with all the players and the family members that they called us back for a second year. It gives these, kids who are about to go to the NFL something tangible that they can bring with them, and it's their last NIL opportunity before they become pro.
Trading cards have always been a hot commodity in the sports world, but what really makes University All-Stars stand out isn't a stick of bubblegum.
I came up with this idea of taking a physical card and making an experience. They're done by famous designers and artists all over the world, so when you see them, they're truly unique. Each one of them is different from itself. That's why we're calling them experiential collectibles. This gives a way for consumers to engage the student athlete in ways they've never been able to gauge.
Scott was kind enough to offer me a card, and I chose to go with Michael Penix Jr., someone who is personal to me.
I always say that collectibles are just sitting on your shelf or in a box collecting dust, where these give something an experience to an everyday fan, which is just, you can't buy that right now. And so we are pioneering in that. We think we're creating some new things that are gonna, transform the entire collectible industry.
Drew Maurer, ntTV News.
You can see I've already got a card of my own, but if you are interested in investing in a card, visit yourallstars.com to view their entire collection. That's all I've got for sports. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Drew. Till death do us part is a well-known saying for married couples. Well, this couple decided not to abide by that saying as a California woman receives gifts on Valentine's Day, even after her husband's death. Leslie Brinkley has the story.
I think that is one of the most romantic things I've ever heard of in my life.
This is the story of John and Diana.
We were married 47 years, but we actually met in high school when we were 16 years old.
They married and had 3 children and lived happily ever after, including decades spent in Danville, until John Maver passed away in October 2017. But their love story continued 4 months later on Valentine's Day 2018.
Through whatever magic works in his world, it's set up so that every year a bouquet of flowers shows up on her doorstep from my dad. When these flowers arrive, you should see the smile that comes on her face. It's just this incredible joy washes over her as she just knows. She knows he's there with her.
Roses and lilies, white lilies, and they represented our love for each other.
The same bouquet, the same card arrives. He set that up so that would happen every year. For her, I am assuming for her entire life.
So 77-year-old Diana Maver is again looking forward to getting something from her forever Valentine in 2024. What do we take away from this?
That true love exists. Love can exist through life and through death. My dad, he is like the ultimate romantic guy.
In Danville, I'm Leslie Brinkley, ABC 7 News.
Thanks for watching ntTV News at noon.
Join us again tonight at 6 and tomorrow at noon here on North Texas Television.